Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I know it's been a week since I last played. This last week has been absolutely awful with a lot of stuff going on personally, so yeah, sorry it took so long to get back into it. This is probably going to be a shorter episode today, 30 minutes to an hour, hopefully closer to an hour, but I do have stuff to do later on, so I don't know, but let's go ahead and get straight into it. I do remember where I left off was I was trying to get past Measurehead, and then I talked to the guy who was up here, and he walked away, and I was still trying to figure out stuff to do until the day ends, because I feel like at the end of day one, there's going to be a bit more story progression, maybe. Let me go ahead and turn on my running. And then my friend did tell me that there was a building that I didn't go in up here, so I need to go check this out.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
And that was the guy that I talked to on the other building, I think. So I'm going to knock on the door.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
I'm going to knock again.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Okay, so I can say, hold on, who am I speaking to? Or does the police open the door? I'll say, hold on, who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
Okay, this is the police open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Okay, the hallway echoes with their cackle. Let's see, please let me inside. It's cold out here, but I'm not joking. I need to talk to a young man in this building. I'm gonna say, I need to talk to a young man in this building.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
He trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Backyard door with the smoker. You already were there.
Okay.
Didn't work.
Hey, are you there? I've checked the backyard, but couldn't get in that way.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Okay, so I can try to assert my authority and convince her that I'm a real policeman, and I will try that right now.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
Okay, so ma'am, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you for potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you marm me, boy.
The voice snaps back.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
I don't have my badges, Kim.
Ah, it's like a carrot to the stick, sort of.
Hold your horses.
You hear the click of a night latch before the lady on the other side gets caught in a coughing spasm.
I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
She manages to say with a wheeze. Okay, new location. So that's the old lady, I think. Lots of new stuff to check out. Wait, I think I just went back out the way I came in, didn't I? Oh wait, no, I'm on the second floor now. Okay. I wonder if she'll say anything different since I'm up here.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
Okay, that's right, we've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches, or people having to high ground us, or I don't have time for this. I'm gonna say that's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
Okay, is that government fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fumes are bad for you, okay? You better hand it over. That's some clever cultural commentary. I'll say, fumes are bad for you, okay?
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Alright. Let's see if there's any money up here. Door is locked, you can't get in. And what is this door? Someone's been sleeping here recently. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Okay. Let's see what this thought is in my head. Cindy? Yeah. I think this is where she stays. So some laborer jeans. Don't think I need those. Let's go check out those apartments again. Now that I'm in here, I'll talk to this old lady.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Okay, first, I'm the policeman that asked you to open the door. Are you sure you don't want to see my badge? Are you alright? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I only have a few questions. Let's do it. I'll say, are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Okay, I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. I'll say that.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Okay, who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Okay, thanks, I'm off. Let's go see if there's any money in this box. And what is this over here? More money? Postcard, Boogie Street, 46. Sure. Some shoes over here. Money in the shoes. Oh wow, there's a lot of doors in this place. I did not expect this to be a big location. Okay. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Okay, we have some flip-up glasses, the auditor. Sure. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. And let's go look at this stuff on the wall. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. And let's see what this thought is. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Okay. Oh, this actually leads out to the balcony. Okay. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Go check this box over here. Nothing. Just the door, nothing for you here right now. Okay. Someone's growing rosemary thyme and a cactus.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
It is the evening. He looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. or 2100.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
I think he's still in there. He just doesn't want to talk to us. Okay, this is the door to apartment 29. Ooh, what's this? Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. I think he's still home.
No one home.
We should return tomorrow.
Like, I'm pretty sure he's home. He just doesn't want to talk. This is the door to apartment 30. Voices from within singing along to some buoyant dance track. Okay, let's go back in here and check out the rest of these. Now, what is this out here? Does this lead... Okay, now I can enter from this door. That's nice. See, apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. See, we have some magnesium and alcohol Commodore Red. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Gross. More money. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Let's examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Wow. So that is terrible. I'm going to have to equip that tool. First, I'm going to knock on the door.
No reply.
Okay, so let's equip those cutters. I don't think it matters what hand, I'm assuming. Now let's try it.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
We're doing some breaking and entering. I don't have a warrant for this. A Flamboyant poster of a white star, real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. So we have a filthy communist room. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Wait, I forgot to right-click and see other stuff in there. See a 9mm bullet and a Sarah Merizian lounge jacket. I'll take those. Is that a bust of Marx?
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Okay, why does this tenant have a bust of Kraz Mazov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Okay. Let's go check more doors.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Alright, I'm gonna knock on the door.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
I'm gonna knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Let's see, this time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Definitely. I am one of those people that just likes to explore everything in a game. So, yeah, I fall into that trap a lot in some games that want you to play it more realistically, where you have to kind of be, you know, you have to have a reason to go into these places. And I'm one of those people that I'm very nosy in video games. I like to look at literally everything. So, see, door number 9 is locked. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. I think the only other place we haven't checked is over here. Yeah, note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Can I get to that? Oh, someone has torn down the wall. Okay, so we can get Nosafed and money. Let's see, an old grocery list on the table and checks. Did I look at everything out here? I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, also apparently I didn't talk to the old woman at the Whirling in Rags, so I need to go do that.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Say, poor little viewer and pat it.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Then I'll say vandalism and shake my head.
Probably some kids.
As the lieutenant inspects the rig slot.
A simple but clever solution to ruining a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity.
I'm gonna look inside even though I probably won't see anything.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
It was Kuno.
That's Kuno, on the lens.
Yeah, shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Don't really want to waste my money on this thing. I'll say, what's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
What happened?
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Okay, can't we do something about it? I mean, that's not really our job as police officers.
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Look at all these real quick, even though I'm pretty sure it's nothing. Book about the future of the government, read your mind using radio technology. Book about Boyadero culture. It promotes freedom and, what did that say, swimming upstream? I don't know. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. This is a book about Ate. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. And the book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. This the vandalized mailbox.
The mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet hole.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to the Whirling in Rags and see this old woman. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Okay.
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How would you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Or I've got to get going now. I'll say you... Not you seem to be in a chair. That means she's obviously crippled. See, how do you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Nothing I was thinking of the lyrics to a song, Want to Roll With Me. I'll say I wanted to be my partner in fighting crime.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Yeah, of course. I forgot I had you. I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranormal. Or you're probably right, Kim. I'll say the second one. I know, but there are also side mysteries.
I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen. No need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna say. The other one, the you seem to be in a chair, just seems a little, I don't know, condescending. I don't know, I might refer to the fact that I have amnesia. Let's do that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Let's see, I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Or yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. I'll say I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Willing Rats cafeteria was on my keys. We're in Revachol on Insulend. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel, a war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. Let's say in the Whirling Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In hell. We're all in hell. No, in Revachol.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Okay, honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Spring of 51. Sure, it's the year 973. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. All I know is we're approaching the end times. I'll say I don't know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
She looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure you. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Okay, so some kind of democracy maybe. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop, we are living under the cop regime. I'll just say some kind of democracy, maybe.
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Let's see. If there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. Say if there's no government, how come there are cops? And I'm assuming they're, privately established businesses, essentially.
Oh dear. This is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do? What is this revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? I'll say, what is the revolution you mentioned?
Defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
Okay, what does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Okay, who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Okay, I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. She was a sweet old lady.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Okay, learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Are there any other... I don't think I have any other thoughts. Okay. Oh, I see. You can only have so many active at once. Huh. Interesting. There's another guy we can talk to over here. It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. They say money can't buy you happiness, but that just means you don't have enough money. You have to invest your money wisely. You can buy stocks with money, and then use those stocks to make even more money. That way you'll have enough when you grow too old to make new money. Real estate is the graveyard where tired old money goes to rest. Money is what literally makes the world turn. The laws of money are just like the laws of nature. Unpaid labor doesn't net you any money. There is no such thing as free money. Money is all about numbers. Money is actually all about trust. It's all about money, you know. You gotta... Okay, yeah. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Okay, so I can pick up the pills, inspect the piece of plastic on his carabiner, or wake him up. I'm gonna inspect the plastic.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Dock worker's ID. I mean, why would I... I mean, it could probably get me in somewhere, but I don't want to do that yet. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. It's drink o'clock. Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum.
Finished thought. I am not going to succumb to my alcohol addiction today.
Can I help you?
How much do I owe?
Yes. Have you got it?
Yeah, how much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Yeah, actually, let's talk about something
Like
else.
what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Goodbye. I saw a thought pop up while I was walking around here. Yeah, right there.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal size. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down on my luck superstar person. What should I sing when it comes to it? I'll say, what should I sing?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
I was thinking of maybe I could sing something happy, get the crowd going, or of course that'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I'll say I should sing something happy.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
I'll say this goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Alright, let's go back upstairs and see if anybody's up there. That says there's something on the table. Well, yeah. So I can't do anything with the cassette tape.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
See, you're looking at the destruction. I'm sorry for this. I did it my way. This is where the magic happens, or say nothing, nod stoically. I'll say I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
He takes a step toward the door like he'd like to leave. I really wish you could clean up in here.
The bed is cold.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to wake up this guy.
The worker, isn't it? Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
It says I can try to wake him up and I can retry it, so maybe?
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Yeah. I'm gonna do one more look around here, and then I'll call it for today. Like I said, it's not gonna be a long video this time.
I can't believe it's snowing again.
The young woman watches the falling snow and sighs.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
This street sign says fuck the police. Never mind.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Yeah, I have to run. Okay. I know that guy's not gonna want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
I wonder if the people are still over here, since it's getting close to nighttime. Let's look at these real quick. The Glossy Magazine, Most Able-Bodied Men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Jump Jam's a popular music mag. This is the drugstore. Yep, all this is the same. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. I don't think I'd be able to get in with that guy's ID. Because Measurehead is still basically controlling the mechanism for the door. Yeah, let's see if there's anything down here again. And then I'll call it for the day. It's been 40 minutes. Really wish I could go longer, but like I said, I have something to do later, so. Unfortunately. Yeah, this is the pawn shop. Looks like this guy's up here alone now. Wait, no. The other guy's still there. See if they say anything different.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Okay, tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
It sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Okay, are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
See, what are the little things you do for Evrart?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrart and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
Okay, so wait, how can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political? So you are a weathervane, but you need to believe in something, freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money. Or that's smart, I keep my nose clean. I'll say you need to believe in something.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Okay, thanks, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Okay, bye for now. Let's see, tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. And then... spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Okay, so I know that was a short one. 46 minutes, and I'll try to do this again more regularly. Like I said, the past week has been an absolute disaster in some ways, so yeah, hopefully things go better this week, and I'll be able to play some more. So if you like the video, like the video, dislike the video. If you dislike the video, sorry I didn't really say too much in this one. Again, I'm trying to get through it kind of quickly since I have stuff to do today, and yeah, that's about it. Hopefully, I'll be able to play longer next time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.